Hello and welcome once again to Hour 1. As always, I'm Charlie, and this time we'll be checking out the game Smite on the Xbox One. As always, I'll be playing the first hour of the game, or as much of the game as I can get through in the first hour, and then my thoughts and impressions out afterwards. Now, seeing as this is a MOBA, it's going to be a little different than we normally do. I might have to cut it short, I might have to run a little long because of game types. I don't want to quit out or join when I know I can't finish. But yeah, with that being said, let's get to it.
Welcome to the Smite tutorial. Your objective is to defeat the Titan in the enemy base. To do this, you will need to destroy the enemy's defenses. In Smite, you control gods and immortals, powerful beings capable of great destruction. Each has its own unique abilities and fighting style. In this tutorial, you will control Neith, the Egyptian weaver of fate.
Starting the timer now, I guess.
Now, let's practice navigation. Move to the waypoint near your Titan. Use the left. Well done. Your next waypoint.
I've played a MOBA before, at least a little bit. Jeff, you'd be so proud. Is there a sprint button? That's
Fantastic.
jump. That's
you
interesting.
Are now in the lane. Use the right stick to aim, then fire your bow when you're ready. Impressive. Each time you slay an enemy or destroy an objective, you gain experience or XP. Gain enough XP and you will level up, allowing you to unlock abilities. Unlock Spirit Arrow, Neith's first ability. Great. Now use the Spirit Arrow ability to attack the minions. Spirit Arrow is a line attack that can strike multiple enemies within its highlighted area. Use the targeter to help direct you when casting your abilities. With the targeter visible, press the trigger button to fire.
Can the Titan defend itself? Yeah, it can. That's cool.
Congratulations! You have won your first game. Next, you should try some co-op games against non-player gods, or if truly brave, against other players.
Ah, fuck it, let's just dive in. Yup, this is definitely a MOBA. Oh, I'm about to get wrecked.
Have spawned. An ally has been slain.
Alright, backing it up. So it's minion depletion. Got it. It's kind of cool.
Available because I don't. It has a good.
Shut down.
Nope. Tried too hard to get him.
An ally has been slain. Rampage.
I like this.
Fine bit of protection.
An ally has been slain.
I've been a little critical of League in the past, but I like this.
Killing spree.
It's here. I have my email.
That's one dumb thing done. We are not doing well, and I can only assume it's partially my fault. Sorry, team, I'm not great at MOBAs. He's just kind of AFK. I see that's still an issue in this game. Well, it's nice to see I'm no worse at this MOBA than any other MOBA I've ever played.
Minions have reached your portal.
That's kind of super sad the way I think about that. It did take me a very long time in League to find characters I enjoyed playing, so...
Immortal! Attack middle lane! Shut down! The heat bears down upon you. An ally has been slain.
Alright. Fish? It's kind of fun. Okay, Hades, you're kind of boring as hell to play as.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
Where in League, I found the ranged characters more fun to play as. They're kind of boring, at least this one is. Yeah, we won against a bunch of bots. It'd been super sad if we lost against a bunch of bots. And didn't come in last. Awesome. Not last, not last. So, because I'm a jerk, I had to buy all of them at once to buy it for the X-Bones, so I have a ridiculous number of them. I have no clue how any of them work. So we just have a bunch of, randos or NPCs on the team. Okay, this might be a bad thing. I don't know, I don't play MOBAs. So it's a minor dumb little note, but the fact that the controller buzzes every time you're supposed to auto-attack is kind of a neat little touch, at least for Thor's doing that. I like the floating words, it's a nice little dumb touch, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's neat. I do like the motion. The motion is nice. Damn you, Frost! Alright, so that was actually way more than an hour. That last match took forever. I cut it out for the initial video part, but it will be in the post-scroll that goes on while I'm talking here. So, Smite. I went into this with some really high hopes, and I'll say this right off the bat. I am not a MOBA guy. I don't especially enjoy them. I've given some a shot in the past. I don't fully get the appeal of them. They're not for me, but based on mostly it's been because the mechanics of them and kind of StarCraft. It's lots of clicking and not a lot of doing. So when I heard about Smite, I was intrigued, and then the more and more good things I heard about Smite, the more and more I was excited that maybe it was more of a action-geared MOBA. I'm not calling MOBA slow-paced, but a little bit more twitchy. I don't know what you even call it. Like, I'm not sure what you describe a MOBA player as, except for billions of clicks a second kind of thing, as opposed to this, which is much more action hero-y, action game-ish, I guess might be my interpretation of it. I don't know what you'd even call it. Yeah. But regardless, I really wanted to like this. I liked the fact that it was this, I don't know what you call it. It was this kind of cool MMO, not MMO. It was position based. It was, you had to have positioning. You moved your character around like it was a more traditional game. It wasn't about click locations. And don't get me wrong, I know that MOBA is normally about positioning, but this one felt more, to me, as a not so console geared RPG. As someone who prefers to have more direct control over my character, the concept of this level of direct control is really intriguing. And from a gameplay perspective, this game's really cool in that regard. It's still a MOBA, though, and if you're not into MOBAs, this game will not change your mind about MOBAs. Everything I find bad about MOBAs is present here. The second-to-second combat is more fun for me, but the long, sloggy feel of it is still there. And if you don't like MOBAs, I don't like MOBAs, personally. Don't take this as a slight against MOBAs or Smite in that regard. This will not change your mind about them as much as I was hoping this one would. The variety of game modes is cool. The art style is kind of neat. I wish it was a little more detailed, I guess. I don't know why, but the game looks cool. I'm not going to bash on it too much. But the character design's neat. The whole god angle of it, I think's really cool. It brings a lot of really neat stuff to the table. Like, this whole deity, god, immortals thing, it's a nice touch. It gives them a lot of room to do some fun stuff with the characters and designs. Like, there's almost an infinite number of gods, or gods you could make up. Like, and because it's a MOBA, you can do funny stuff. Like, there was a Zeus character with an Xbox thing on him and stuff like that. Like, that's neat. And the fact this is on a console and not a PC is also really friggin' cool in my book. Like, I liked the feeling of this more than I liked playing with a mouse and keyboard, I guess. I like my controllers, and the fact they've proven you can totally do a very MOBA-feeling MOBA on a controller just feels cool. I really, really wanted to like this game, and I was initially really liking it until I got into that one long fight, and it just got too MOBA-y for me, if that makes any sense. I was hoping for more action. It's not quite as action as I was hoping it to be. Everything I have issue with this game is hyped up expectations on my part, which is not fair to hold a game to my overblown expectations for it. But if you're hoping for a game that breaks the MOBA traditions, whatever you want to call them, standings, pillars, that really changes up the formula of how a MOBA works, you'll be just disappointed with this game as I am. And I'm not calling it a bad game. I wish Jeff was here so I could have him judge it on its MOBA-ness. Like, compared to League, I kind of like this more because it's more action-geared, but it doesn't depart enough, I guess. That being said, I don't picture me playing a lot more of this. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, if you can pick it, I think it's also on the PC. Try it on that, I think is what I'm going to say, because I get that might be free. It's only pay for all of it on the consoles, which kind of sucks, which part of what I liked about League and some other MOBAs was the fact that it was, you put in as much as you want to. And yeah, it's only like $30 for this, but that's $30 I'm probably not ever gonna play, sadly. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm seeming super hard on this game, but yeah, I had such high expectations, and this game did not succeed in meeting them, sadly. It's still a good game, it's just really not for me, and I'll say it again, I hope this would change my perspective on MOBAs. It would be a less MOBA-y MOBA, a more arena brawler-feeling MOBA, and it doesn't quite depart far enough. It's still a cool idea. I support it, kind of thing. This is a neat idea for evolutions of MOBAs. It's on a console. But yeah, after that last match, which was against bots and not even players, yeah, no.